The effective date of a VA claim is the date that the VA will pay your claim back to. Normally, this date is either the day the VA received the claim or the day you became entitled to the benefit, but not always. Welcome to VA Made Easy. Today, I'm going to discuss 3 exceptions to the normal effective date rules. If you've been denied your VA claim, visit me at vetlawoffice.com. I provide zealous advocacy. I can help you get medical nexus opinions. I'll prep you for your C&P exams. I have investigators help you get those buddy statements. Schedule a free consultation at vetlawoffice.com, but for now, let's get into it. All right, so today we're going to discuss some exceptions to the normal effective date rules. As I said prior, normally you get paid back to the day you open the claim or the day you became entitled to the claim. But we're going to discuss some exceptions to it. The first exception in the effective date rule allows up to an additional year of back pay when you ask for an increase in your VA rating. So generally when you ask for an increased rating on a claim, the effective date is going to be the day you ask for that increase or the day you qualified for the higher rating. However, there's a rule that allows you to get up to an additional year of back pay for increased rating claims. So under 38 CFR 3.40002, you could get up to an additional 1 year of back pay if it's factually ascertainable that your condition had increased in severity during that time and you filed a claim within 1 year of that time period. Let me give you an example to help illustrate this point. Let's say you have 30% for PTSD. You haven't asked for an increase in quite some time, but your symptoms are becoming worse. You're having issues getting along with people. You're missing work. You got a short temper. Your relationships are declining. So you want to ask the VA for an increase. Let's say it's March 1st of 2025 when you ask for that increase. The VA agrees with you. You go from 30% to 70% effective March 1st, 2025 when you put the claim in. However, you have treatment records showing that your condition has gotten worse at least since August of 2024. So that's within that 1 year time frame that the rule requires. So you could potentially get that increase, that 70% increase back to August 2024. The rule doesn't even require that those treatment records be in the file during the time of increase. So what you would do in this case is you would file a supplemental appeal disagreeing with that effective date and providing the treatment records showing that, hey, this is being worse since at least August of 2024. And you, like I said in the beginning, I'm just using August 2024 as an example. You could get up to 1 year additional back pay for increased rating claims as long as it's factually ascertainable that the condition increased within 1 year of filing that claim. And it doesn't even have to be medical evidence. Lay evidence could also work under this rule. So you could get lay statements saying that, hey, his condition has been increasing since, within the last 12 months, and that could help you get that effective date pushed back for that increased rating claim. All right, a second exception to the normal effective date rules has to do with applying within 1 year of the date of discharge from the military. So if you apply for VA disability benefits within 1 year of your date of discharge, your effective date isn't going to be the day you file for benefits. It's going to be 1 day after you're discharged. Let me give you an example. There's 2 veterans, Veteran A and Veteran B. Both were discharged on the same day. Let's say April 1st of 2004. Veteran A applies for benefits on March 31st of 2005. Veteran B applies for benefits on April 2nd, 2005. So more than a year after he got discharged. Veteran A's claim is going to go back all the way to April 2nd of 2004, where Veteran B is only going to go back to April 2nd of 2005. So he misses out on a whole year of back payment. Third exception to the normal effective date rules, and this is one of my favorite effective date rules, has to do with the discovery of new service records. Let's say the VA denies a claim and the veteran lets it go, and some years later he discovers new service records that lead to that claim being granted. There's a rule under 38 CFR 3.156 Charlie that provides that if newly discovered service records leads to a granting of a benefit that was previously denied, the effective date should be the date the VA received the original claim that was denied. Let me give you a real life example that my law firm worked on to illustrate this. A veteran, August of 2006, applies for service connection for hearing loss and tinnitus. The VA denies the claim, saying there's no evidence of hearing loss or tinnitus within his service treatment records. He forgets about it. He lets it go. The PACT Act comes out. He has some of those PACT Act conditions, so he puts in a new claim. And as the VA is developing this new claim, additional service records go into the file. So within those new service records are some audiology exams, audiology tests showing that his hearing did undergo some sort of shift while on active duty. In July of 2024, we reopened the hearing loss and tinnitus based on those new service records that were in the file. The hearing loss and tinnitus get granted. And guess what? That effective date doesn't go back to whenever we reopened it in July of 2024. It goes back to whenever he first applied all the way back in August of 2006. The newly discovered service records don't even have to be part of your personnel file or your treatment records for 3.156 Charlie to even apply. Let me give you another example. A veteran in January 2000 files for PTSD as a result of seeing his friend die in a motorcycle accident. He has a diagnosis of PTSD, and he has the medical nexus opinion linking PTSD to this motorcycle accident. The VA still denies, saying there's no proof that your friend ever died in a motorcycle accident. So he lets it go. In 2020, he decides he's going to revisit that PTSD claim. He's going to try to find proof that his friend actually died in that motorcycle accident. So he does a records request from the unit that his friend was in, and lo and behold, he finds a report from the MPs showing that his friend died in the manner that he originally had said back in 2000. He reapplies, given these new service records, given the MP report, doesn't have his name on it, it's not part of his military personnel file. This is a separate document, but still considered a service record. This leads to the granting of his PTSD claim. Now, under 3.156 Charlie, the new date is not the date that he reopened the claim. Instead, this goes back 20 years earlier to January of 2000 when he first applied. And because of the discovery of these new service records, 3.156 Charlie applies, and he gets 20 additional years of back payment. It's a powerful tool. Get some help if you need it. And those are 3 exceptions to effective date rules. There are other exceptions that I will be discussing in other videos. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. And as always, you have the power to change your VA claim. Visit me at vetlawoffice.com if you need help.